gotta talk about David.
Oh, David. What can I say about David? Oh my goodness, he is the man.
No,
he is the
tell
man.
him growing up, dog. When I was a kid, man, I used to play in the front yard. We had this little dog, King. Remember that dog?
King wasn't little. He was a German Shepherd.
I love all animals. I had a turtle when I was young. I really wanted to be a meteorologist. I wanted to be a fireman. I wanted to be an Amtrak engineer when I was growing up. But Mama said I'm gonna be a preacher at 9 years old.
At 9.
But we always in church.
Yeah, always. Always.
From Mother Dear's. And I'm
That's
talking about,
right.
we were only like 4 or 5 years old. Bible Way, Bishop Smallwoody Williams. Every Sunday, Mom and Daddy took us to church.
And you remember we used to walk to
not Ellen Kelsey,
but Evangelist Temple.
Yeah, they were on Georgia Avenue. Yeah, Fishermen and Men there.
Fishermen and Men now, but they were on Georgia Avenue, and we would walk there every Wednesday night. It was like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm like, I am really tired.
They gave us the foundation. I remember Mom and Daddy. I'm going to talk about them in a minute. But talk about me, girl.
Oh my! What can I say about David?
I was called Mac.
The Mac Daddy. The Mac Daddy. The Mac Daddy.
I was the baller, y'all.
You are the baller. You are the baller. You know, I have no identity. I have, even to this day, I have no identity. So I'm here to say I'm always
like 6'5",
I'm always mentioning, oh, you're David's sister. Oh, yeah, I am. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's okay. He's still playing ball, but I think he's 60 years old, probably 61 now.
Don't tell my age.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He's ageless. So, yeah, he's probably still playing ball, but maybe with my grandkids, maybe.
Yeah.
But certainly it was a jewel. We were so close. We're still close.
Yeah, like
We're still close. We're still close.
Like
we were just so close growing up, and it was just amazing. I couldn't ask for a better brother.
Yeah.
A better brother.
I can't ask for a brother sister. My baby sister, y'all.
Yeah, you're amazing. You've always been a man of God.
Yeah, from Mother Dear to Park Road singing in the choir.
Yes,
remember those days?
Yes.
Reverend Burton.
Gone
in heaven. To Bishop Owens, Mount Calvary.
Yes,
she was there in my first trial sermon.
Amen.
December the 30th, 1982.
No, Bishop Owens used to be my high school teacher.
I know.
He was my high school teacher.
I remember.
Yeah. Bishop Owens actually took us to took the class to our first Broadway play in New York City.
Wow. That was back in the day.
Oh, that was back in the day. That was back in the day. Co-Pastor Susie was with us too.
Wow.
Then Carmen came and Ralph and they had everybody. So he will expose you.
Yeah.
He will give you that exposure that you will just have for the rest of your life. And
it was amazing, because growing up in the Evans house, you wasn't asked to go to church. You were made to go to church.
That's right.
We were on drugs. They drug us to church. Mother and Father Evans made sure that even if they didn't go a Sunday, we would go.
That's
Mother Dear across the street, Annie Woodridge, I'll never forget her. Growing up, Reverend Burton to Bishop Owens, Mount Calvary. We grew up in church.
Yeah, we did.
And let's talk about Mom and Daddy before we go to the next set. Mother Evans.
Oh my.
Father Evans. First of all, we got to start with Mama. I'm a mama's boy. Mother Evans spoiled me. Out of all the 9 kids, you know who the favorite is, right? Right here.
That is
anytime I needed something, I can remember sleeping with Mom and Daddy. It's like in the same bed, Mom on one side, Daddy on the other side, and I'm in the middle. I'm in heaven. It's the most peaceful feeling in the world because you feel that protection. Mama here, Daddy here, and you in the middle. And I can remember coming home so many times, dog, just wanting to hug Mom. She gave me everything, y'all. Mentally, physically, financially, socially, emotionally, every aspect. I'm a product of Esther R. Evans. And I wouldn't be here today if she had not spoken to my life to be a minister at 9 years old. And she was the first one to prophesy to me. And my mom she still lives. She lives right here. Talk about Mama Evans.
Oh, I can.
You got secrets too.
I can talk about her forever.
You got secrets.
Forever and ever and ever. My mother was an amazing woman
you.
of God.
Mm-hmm.
She not only spoiled all of her children, but she spoiled all of her grandchildren.
That's true.
And her great-grandchildren. She was the village.
Mm-hmm.
She was the village. Anything that you needed, she would provide. If she couldn't provide it, just give her a day and you'll have it the very next day.
That's the truth right there.
You'll have it the next day. You'll have it the next day. And I always remember Mama, before Michael Jordan, I believe I can fly, I can believe I can touch the sky. That was one of her sayings.
Really?
Believe you can fly.
Jesus.
Believe you can touch the sky.
Wow.
Believe it.
Wow.
Believe it.
Wow.
Because God is the one that will be able to take you wherever you need to be.
Yeah.
He can lift you up where you belong. I said, Lord, she sang songs and quoted scriptures and everything.
And Mama was a worker at VA.
VA hospital.
Navy
not the VA hospital, but the VA.
Yeah.
The Veterans Administrator.
Vermont Avenue. I picked up a lot of days.
At the Navy Yard. Let's go back there.
Yeah, to the Navy Yard.
Let's go back there.
My mother was a worker, doll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got to go back and ask Edie and Elaine and ask her, did she go to full term and carrying us and still working? Because I can't even imagine Mama taking off, even when she was pregnant. Mama was a worker. I can remember her coming down 14th Street, I can see her now coming towards Spring Road, walking and catching the bus. Yeah. Not a lazy bone in her body.
No. I think that's where I get my work ethics from.
Wow.
I really do.
Wow.
Now that you mentioned how dedicated she was with her employment.
Did you ever go down to 810 Brandon Avenue?
Oh, absolutely.
While Mama was working.
Oh, absolutely.
And she had that thing growing up.
Oh, absolutely. I remember when we used to go pick her up at the Navy Yard.
Yeah, but I'm talking about going to her office. I'm talking about going to her office.
Yes.
And seeing everybody surrounding her.
Exactly. I remember when they gave her retirement party.
That's right. Yeah.
They gave her a retirement party. Can't remember the name of the steakhouse that was
New Orleans house.
It was a New Orleans house?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Alexandria.
In Alexandria, that's right. That's right, in Rollins.
I got a picture of that.
That's right. Right there. Right there. But, you know, they're not built like they were back then.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, because she loved Daddy.
Oh, my God.
She loved Daddy.
With a capital L.
Loved
capital
Daddy.
O.
She loved Daddy.
V,
she loved him.
E.
So, you know, it's just the love that they have imparted in us that will remain in us forever.
And that's the image we saw growing up.
Oh, yes.
We wasn't the product of a broken home. Out of all of the years in our life, and we got to talk about Daddy, but before we go to Daddy, I don't remember us staying at the hotel.
Oh, no.
Even when we go see our unit in North Carolina, our roof in Philadelphia, Uncle Dougal in Red Springs, North Carolina, our Aura. We never stayed at the hotel.
No.
We didn't even know what a Motel 6 was, did we?
I don't even know what a Motel 6 is now.
And we never ate at a 5-star restaurant. We never ate at no Red Lobster and sitting around a table.
That's right. That's right. But they all came from North Carolina.
Yeah.
And they all had that Southern hospitality. So when you had that Southern hospitality, it was embedded in them. So even when they left the South and came north to Washington, D.C., they brought that love with them. It's not, no, you don't leave it at the train tracks. You don't leave it at the bus station. You bring that with you.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So with that Southern hospitality that they had, we never had to. We grew up as sisters and brothers with all our relatives in North Carolina.
In the same bed.
Yes.
We slept together, dog. Ate together.
And
went to the same bathroom.
Yeah, my thing is.
How in the world? All of us use one bathroom, dog.
But you know what? You know what? It's called patience. It's called patience.
Y'all hear that?
And we were patient back then.
That's right.
We were patient. We weren't in a microwave society that we're in now.
That's true.
We were patient. So by you being patient, you thought of good thoughts. You said, okay, they're coming out soon. And then you go in. So, you know, and then not only that, they were so close.
Yeah.
We all were so close. We have 2 Brendas.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have 2 Darlenes.
Yeah, there's North Carolina and DC.
Yes. Yes. They were so close.
Yeah.
My mother and her sister, Eugene Brannon, they named their kids the same name.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and it was nothing wrong with it.
Nope.
Nothing wrong with it.
That was amazing.
It's love. It's called love.
L-O-V-E.
It's called love.
And we got to talk about Daddy, John H. Evans.
Oh, yes.
The hardest working man on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And Daddy was so special to me, everybody, because I work with my father. At 10, 11 years old, I would get up during the summer. I didn't have the liberty to cool out and play games all summer. I had to go to work with my father. He was a caretaker at Jessup Blair Park. And every summer, dog, 7 o'clock, I'm up. 7:30, he's driving up, and I'm working. Now, sleep the first hour. I gotta tell you that.
Okay,
I ain't gonna lie.
Okay,
when we get there to the park, I do go to sleep because I don't get up till like 9:30. But when I got up, Daddy's working and taking care of stuff, and I'm working with my dad. And I remember when Dad would get off and we were in school, dog, I would look up Spring Road to George Avenue and see Daddy coming and run to give him a hug.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Wow.
Yeah, I would see Daddy like 4 blocks up, and I run towards him and hug him because my father and your dad was the most hardest working with 9 kids.
Mm-hmm.
We never missed a meal.
No. I thought we were the richest family in the neighborhood. I really did. We never wanted for nothing.
Nope, we didn't.
We never wanted for a thing. Matter of fact, you remember Miss Francine?
Yep.
And she had all the kids. They were I was like, Mom, it's 9 of us here already. How are we going to keep 6 more kids?
Right.
But you had to do what you had to do to help your fellow neighbor.
And you loved Dad so much. He had a special love for you.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Darlene.
He did. I was with him the day he died in the ambulance.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I never knew that, dog.
Yeah, I was with him.
I was with him
when he took his last breath.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He stayed right in that house.
Oh, he did. He stayed right here.
Right there.
He stayed right here.
And he stayed at our house, too.
Mm-hmm.
When my father and mother got older, Mom passed away first, and then Dad passed away, and then we all, Edie, Elaine, Brenda, Darlene, Kenny, Esther, all of us took a big circle of love. I can remember he was over at Edie's house a couple of days, and he came over to my house with Darlene. We wasn't gonna let Dad go alone.
Oh no.
Nothing.
That was in design. I did not want him to die alone. So I'm truly thankful that at that time they would allow you to ride an ambulance.
Wow.
So I was with him when he was transported to the hospital when he took his last breath, because I just feel like, you just need my father. And I look at my daughter and how close she is to my husband.
Yeah.
And I can see myself with my father.
Wow.
And how close I was to him.
Wow.
And he was like a giant.
Yeah, Dad was.
He was like a giant, a gentle giant.
Father Evans never took off, dog.
No.
He would be up 7 o'clock every Sunday, every day, Monday through Sunday. He would always be doing something, working out front, getting the garage together.
You remember we used to go to the O Street Market and get the live chicken?
Yep. He would kill the chickens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He would grow produce in the backyard, greens and tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And he would grow onions. He would grow all that stuff in the backyard.
And I remember he'd say, "Don't name them.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be eating them later." I was like,
"No!" Yeah. Yeah. He did.
Man. Any pets we wanted, he allowed us to have them.
Yeah.
I had Lady.
Yeah. He protected us.
Lady was my poodle.
Yeah.
I guess that's why I have such a love for dogs now. We had King, we had Lady.
Dad taught me how to drive, dog.
Bobby taught me how to drive.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
LTD, 1978.
Wow.